Alright. I think we're just about ready to do this.
Lit.
Alrighty. Let me tweet out this shit quick.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that too.
Yeah.
Just let me do it and we can... You got it, bear. Wait, I can log into multiple accounts on desktop now, bet.
Oh really? Oh.
On God?
Yeah.
This new
Hey,
Twitter
that
thing.
new layout just got better all of a sudden.
Hey, real quick, can you guys hear the fans that's going on in the background?
I could
Nope.
when I was listening to it.
Well, I'm gonna turn it off just in case. I only really turned it on because I turned the AC on, and of course it's gonna take a while, but I don't really need it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just like retweet your your tweet.
Yeah.
If it all...
Man, I just got new RAM. I got 24 gigabytes of RAM. It's feeling kind of powerful.
24? Nice.
That's powerful. That's illegal. That's the computer that's gonna hack into Area 51.
I gotta plan how I hack into them before I do that. I only got like 3 sticks in here. I got one more slot to put in, and I'm hoping to get one soon before school starts. But if not, it doesn't matter too much to me because I still got enough where Mortal Kombat 11 actually loads, like within 30 seconds.
No,
It's kind of crazy.
yeah, my laptop actually got fucked over. Both the port and the charger don't work anymore. And I sent the same computer to repair for the same problem like 100 times, so I'm just gonna save up and get a new computer.
Damn,
Yikes.
that sucks.
Yeah. And we're kind of tight on money right now, so it's gonna take me like a long while.
That's
Right after I bought a bunch of shit off of Steam too.
I need to buy a couple games, but I'm not gonna buy them on Steam. I'm gonna wait till the till Evo starts, and you get those fighting game discounts because I need that for the club.
They'll have a sale.
I got Marvel 3 for like $5 because of the Steam summer sale.
You know, I think I might do that but that depends on what I feel like doing. Because the games that I want to buy are mostly for my PS4, just for my club. Because I want to get Mortal Kombat 11 on PS4. I want to get Sam Show on PS4. And maybe a couple more games or something.
Yeah.
I would get like more games for my PS4, but I need PS Plus because everything I want has multiplayer. And like PS Plus, $60 a year.
Oof.
Yeah.
And every time I'm finally about to get it, there's like 5 new games coming out.
And we need a burner year at some point. So much shit.
Yeah. I remember back like 5 years ago, there weren't any games coming out.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's start it.
Alright. Sounds good. So welcome to the podcast, everyone. You got me, MajinBlacc, and you got my homies Chase and Justin. I almost said Justin Wong. Good lord.
Nah, Justin Wong was good. Yeah, I had Justin Wong on the podcast.
Oh man, if one of us gets famous, we might actually have him.
At some point.
I'm right
There we
here.
go.
Oh, that's crazy. So,
Alright.
of course, since we haven't podcasted in a long time, a lot of different news came out. But for the main topics, we are going to be talking about the event that's going to be coming up next. Justin, the price is wrong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we talking Evo this week, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we are.
Yer.
Finally, we haven't done a podcast in so long. I can't remember the last time we did one.
I think it was in April or something like
Yeah,
that.
so much so we're just not gonna bother at this point.
Yeah, we're not gonna bother with episodes, and I mean, I'll still label them when I save the files, but we're not gonna bother with episode names until we somehow manage to find a proper schedule.
Yeah.
'Cause
We also probably won't put these on SoundCloud anymore due to needing a subscription for more minutes to be able to upload. And the last podcast we uploaded was 3 hours, almost 3 hours. And because of me editing, it was like 2 hours 45 minutes. And there is
Oh yeah.
a 3-hour time limit to the podcast. Or you can only upload 3 hours on SoundCloud.
we should see if we could partner up with Spotify one day, become the next Road Dogs.
We could, but that is besides the point.
It's funny because
So-
we did it first.
What do you mean? Like,
We podcasted before they did, but you know they
like
got
no
they got the
what,
people.
No frills.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, no slouch to them though. They're made of they're made of a bunch of fighting game veterans who are a bunch of people who don't even go to tournaments. I mean, y'all might, I don't.
Gee, I wish I could. But we're not disrespecting
I'm the only gamer.
homies.
Yeah, I'm not close enough to tournaments to bother. But as besides the point, because we're talking about the main tournament, the one that everyone looks forward to, whether or not you're just a casual fighting game fan, or you're one of those hardcore people. We're talking about EVO, Evolution Championship Series.
Why don't I just change this title? No, never mind. I'll just leave it as is. I wanted to put Evolution Championship Series, but then I realize I'm too lazy to fix that now.
Yeah, the Evolution Championship Series 2019.
I'm looking forward to this year, quite frankly. Mostly because we finally have a year where it's nothing but new games.
Yeah.
Yeah, finally.
No disrespect to Melee, but I'm sick of it being on main
All the
stage.
stuff.
What's
I'm
poppin'
not
up?
sick of Melee. I'm sick of just being there.
Yeah, right. Pretty much.
Not of it just being there. That's kind of rude. What I'm sick of is just seeing the same thing, like over and over. Like, granted, we get different champions, but we have essentially had the same top 8.
For not even that. Like, even if you have different players,
5
it's still the same game for like 5 years.
It's still the same.
With the
game.
same rule set for 5 years, so it gets old.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
And plus,
much.
there's other Smash tournaments too. It gets old really quickly.
and you can argue about like how we've had games that have been there for a while. Street Fighter V is now on its 3rd year. Tekken 7's been here for a while.
Wait, 4 years
Tekken-
for Street Fighter 5, right? 4 years.
No, we've had 3. Because Street Fighter
See, the
5 came
thing
out.
is-
Okay. Wait, never mind. I was thinking like
At least those
2016
games-
was its first year.
Yeah,
rather than,
what I'm getting to is like those games have support. They have been supported.
yeah.
Like Tekken
Yeah.
7 started out like on Evo. I think it was Evo 20. Like, what was it? Evo 24? No, Evo 2015.
Yeah.
Tekken was the first year for Tekken 7. So yeah, we're approaching 4 years of Tekken 7, but those 4 years have been constant updates. Like Tekken, like at the end of 2015, we got an announcement for Akuma for Tekken 7. And then the following year was that Akuma update with Faded Retribution in 2016. And then the next year was the console release. And then the year after was like Season 2, got a bunch of like new stuff. Over that time we got Geese, we got Noctis, we got a bunch of returning Tekken vets in Negan from The Walking Dead.
The fuck?
Harada's still crazy for that one.
Yeah, Harada's nuts, but we have a game with support. Melee has been the same Melee for over what year is it now? It's 2019. Melee came out in 2001 for 18 years.
Well, I thought it was
Yeah, holy shit.
2001.
I'm old.
For 18 years, Melee has been the same game.
Oh yeah, just letting you know, I just dropped my parents at an airport, so I'm by myself. So I might be saying some shit now because I can't get caught.
Bro, go ahead, let it fly, let it fly. We ain't limited. We
Hey.
break our limits.
Nice
We are
people.
limit-breaking people, and I don't even play Final Fantasy VII. But you know what? When the remake comes out, I am on that shit. Maybe.
All right, but we're not talking about RPGs. We're talking about fighting games. And the first one up on the main, coming up on Friday, is Soul Calibur 6. Soul Calibur 6, the entire tournament at EVO will be held on Friday.
You know what?
Thoughts?
That's pretty good for Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Pretty good for Soul. It's just good for Soul to finally have Soul Calibur back on EVO. It's great just to see its community live and kicking. We got some new characters in the form of Geralt of Riviera from The Witcher 3.
I believe it's
we got-
pronounced Geralt.
Geralt, I don't play that
See,
game.
I got
play it.
I got some
play it.
friends that play it, and I just gotta make sure just in case they watch.
I don't play it. But we also have 2B came in as DLC. I believe there are two other DLC characters. One name was Anna, the other I can't remember.
Damn it, Joe. And what's poppin' kick?
And not to mention, it was kind of a softish reboot for Soul Calibur. A bunch of characters now young, a bunch of characters looking fresh, looking clean. But we haven't seen a lot from Soul Calibur since the release of Anna. Hold on, let me look up when Anna was released in Soul Calibur 6. Because in terms of the season pass, there wasn't a lot. I think I might be getting her name wrong in terms of.
Oh yeah,
Anna.
I think it's Amy.
Amy. Yeah, I'm saying it meant Amy. Yeah, Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amy was the last character to be released for Soul Calibur 6. And she was released on if I can find it. She was released in March. She was released in March of this year, and we have not gotten anything since.
Honestly, I don't know if I kind of don't care about Soul Calibur that much, so this ain't too big for me personally. I would like to see some
Same.
more support. Hopefully, we can get some announcements for Soul Calibur, because I give a lot of respect to the community. That's a really fun game. Got
Soul
some homies in
Calibur
it.
has been without a game. I think longer than Marvel, than the Marvel fan base was before Infinite got announced. I think Marvel 3, Ultimate Marvel 3, was released in 2012. And we hadn't gotten a new game until 2017. I'm pretty sure Soul Calibur 5 was released uber long ago, and that was back in the previous generation of consoles. It had Ezio from Assassin's Creed. Oh, Soul Calibur 6, not Soul Calibur 6. Soul Calibur 5 was released January 31st, 2012. And Soul Calibur 5 came out last year.
Yeah.
So they've waited around 6 years, longer than the Marvel community. And I'm very happy that they finally got their new game and all that. I really hope that there is more support for that game, as there is a different team between Tekken and Soul Calibur. A little more behind that train, especially since season 1 was the pass for that was bit weird because the season 1 pass, or just the season pass, was 2B, Amy, some other character that I don't remember their name, and 2 customization packs.
Oh, Tira, right?
Yeah, I think Tira. Yeah, that's her name, Tira.
Basically,
that's
the
like-
joy of the game.
That's like what Tekken 7 did. You know, their first season was Tekken Bowling and Noctis and Negan. Hopefully with the next, if we do get a next season for Soul Calibur, we'll get some returning favorites for the roster. Like Quick Striker said, like Cassandra and Young Song. I probably butchered that name. And hope maybe a new guest character, throw in there. Who knows?
Yeah.
But what I do know is that, Soul Calibur 6 did pretty well for their Evo entrances. 742, which is not bad. It is one of only 2 games that didn't break 1,000 entrants at Evo, which is, it's not that bad. Soul Calibur 6 was actually pretty close to breaking that. Soul Calibur 6 is at 442 entrants total, or 742 entrants total, rather.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure there's some steep in there. As for who that competition could be, beats me.
Could see Sonic Fox. I doubt it.
Oh yeah, Sonic Fox did say he was gonna play Soul Calibur at Evo, didn't he?
I just know he plays it. I don't know if he actually said it. All I know is that he does play it. Probably not as much as Mortal Kombat, of course.
I know, like, he wanted to do 3 games at Evo this year.
Well, then that might be it.
What of those? I know one of them is, of course, Mortal Kombat 11.
It's gotta be that and Fighters.
I think he might also be entering Fighters as well.
Didn't he win last time in Fighters?
Yeah.
Yeah, he won Fighters last year.
He might enter again this year then.
That was a huge tournament.
Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, and since he's focusing on more than 1 game, especially since he's focusing on 3 games, I do feel he has more of a shot to lose at either of these titles. But once he
Isn't he always playing like 3 games at a time?
Yeah, he's always playing like multiple games. But with multiple games comes like, more like you'll lose like your touch if you're not warming up constantly.
This will probably happen much easier considering we have Mortal Kombat 11 and Dragon Ball Fighters. I mean, they're very different games, but they still have the universals being 2D and such. Yeah,
2D, all that jazz.
And then Soul Calibur 6 being the 3D game, and also just
air
game almost doesn't exist.
Actually, Mortal Kombat is more of a is now that footsies based fighter. And also Soul Calibur 6 is a footsies based fighter. So I'm pretty sure that out of all those games, he'll probably excel in those 2 the most, if he has given Soul Calibur 6 the attention that he would need for that. Because I'm pretty sure out of all those games, Fighters, Mortal Kombat 11, and Soul Calibur 6, that's the one he's least competent at. But who knows? We'll see once next weekend comes around.
Yeah, we'll see about that. And that game is going to have the quickest grand finals, only on Friday. But you know what?
Yep.
We got some people in here looking forward to it.
Yeah. Next up in terms of Evo finals is Under Night in Birth EXE latest. It is the first game on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It will It's one of the few. It's one of the six titles that not six, seven titles that broke over 1,000. It is above Blaze Blue. It is above Soul Calibur 6, and it is above, shockingly. Well, actually, no, it's not above Fighters, huh?
Oh yeah, it is. No, wait,
Yeah, it
what?
is.
No, it's what they put it above Fighters, but yet it's just not.
Oh,
That is so confusing.
That's so confusing. I thought it was. Okay, well, it's above Blaze Blue and it's above Soul Calibur 6. Honestly, I'm surprised it made it above those games, because Unist is is one of the more underground fighting games. It's it's one of the games you're like talking about anime fighters. Oh, stuff like just typical Blaze Blue or Guilty Gear, Unist, Melty Blood. Those like underground fighters that have sort of come into the spotlight as of recent. Guilty Gear, of course, having one of its biggest turnouts, I think, last year. Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. It was at EVO last year, right?
Was it Rev
Okay.
2?
Rev 2. Rev 2 had an amazing showing last year. And then we have, Blaze Blue has also been getting more into the spotlight. And now it's Eunice's turn. Like, it is Eunice's turn to be one of the more recognized anime fighters, especially since, it's on PS4, it's on PC. It has a great tutorial. It's got a very colorful cast of characters. And the community for it's been riling up.
Yeah, this is its first year being at EVO, and it's already got. It's the lowest. It's the game with the lowest amount of participants that broke 1,000. That's 1,000's still a high number, bro.
Yeah, the fact that it broke 1,000 for being probably the least known fighting game on this list is crazy. Like, it's nuts that it was able to do that just because of its strong community.
And it destroyed Melee because of it. Well, at least that's what people like to say.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, we're done with it.
Yeah, as for who could win, beats me. This is also another one of the games that I am not as experienced with in terms of the characters in the game, or even the people who play those characters. I'm just a fan of Gordo. So
I use Linnae. I only use her because she's really fast.
Yeah, I'm just hoping for some Gordo representation.
Oh,
I heard he's pretty good. So
guaranteed. We're gonna have people playing him and also picking this thing. I am willing to bet maybe 25 cents, because I'm not that confident, that the grand final, the absolute last game that's gonna be played during grand finals is gonna be Gordo's theme.
Guess we'll have to see come Saturday, August the 3rd. Anything else you guys want to mention about Unist and all that?
Nothing I can think of.
We got the new game coming. When's it coming? Next year? 2 years? Probably.
Oh yeah, new game. That's right.
Oh, we're getting a new
Next year.
unit. We're getting a new Undernight.
Yeah, it's a CLR.
So hopefully we'll get some news for that, because I was struggling to think of what we could get from Unist in terms of announcements. Because if you're gonna announce something, this will be the prime place to do it.
Hopefully we
I
get
think
some
they announced it
Unless
2
you
months
decide
ago.
to. Let me look it up.
I remember when they did announce it, that they said that it was just starting development, so we won't see it for a while.
Yeah, it's probably gonna take some. If they're gonna continue making it.
Oh yeah, it's a new Undernight game coming to Switch.
Oh.
Undernight CL-R.
See, if it's just an expansion to regular Undernight, then I'm sure it won't take too long.
PS4, Switch. I'm not sure about PC.
Rip Xbox representation. Okay, but Microsoft doesn't really get many anime games.
They
Other
really
than-
No,
don't.
it's not really their type of thing.
Which
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get something.
Like they're getting that new Tales of game and they're getting Fantasy Star, but
here's-
like that's it.
they
Here's
used
the
to have
thing,
more.
the new Under Night game was rated for PS4 and Switch in Taiwan. Last month it got a rating in Australia. So I presume that we're close to like getting more information on this game, or even just a release.
We'll see.
I just want to see gameplay. I want to see if it's an actual new game or if it's just an expansion upon like Eunice and such.
I don't know. We'll see.
Excuse me.
Anyways, after that, still on Saturday we have Dragon Ball Fighters. Currently, another game that broke 1,000, above Eunice but below Mortal Kombat 11 in terms of its rankings in the entrance. We have a lot of talent coming in, not just from the U.S. but from Japan. Has a lot of has a bunch of history behind it, and we're gonna, especially since last year, not even all of season 2 all of season 1 hadn't been out. We now have all of season 1: Broly, Bardock, Vegito, Zamasu, Base Goku, Base Vegeta,
Cooler in 17.
yeah, Cooler 17, and now we have the first half of season 2, which is Videl, Jiren, and GT Goku, with 3 more on their way. How are you guys feeling about fighters at Evo?
I just want some more characters to be
Well-
announced. Give the people what they want.
In terms of Evo, I already know we're seeing a Kid Goku in finals since we already passed the patch update line, whatever the heck they call it. So like, we're definitely seeing Kid Goku in like top 8.
Yeah, Kid Goku's a very solid character. There's been a lot of things that have changed.
To think Goku
For-
just had to like rejuvenate himself to be the top character.
Yeah,
fighters.
it's weird. We've also there's been a lot of things that have changed in terms of the gameplay for
Yeah.
fighters. Fighters has definitely gotten a lot slower as a game. Less
That'd
damage.
probably
being,
like
less
help
damage.
more people get in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of how matches go by, there's still there's less damage dealt. A bunch of the top tiers had a few significant changes. One I can think up off the top of my head is Bardock's quarter circle back M, which used to be one of his main hard knockdown tools, but now you can't even combo into it in the air. It's whack.
Dang.
Why they do that to my boy? But oh well.
Well,
Yeah.
when you said that the game got slower, that actually kind of disappointed me. I'm not big on fighters anyway, but the fact that they made a game that's already pretty slow and takes a long time to finish, just gotten even slower, it's actually kind of disappoints me.
Yeah, for it being a versus style game, it's certainly one of the slowest. There's not a lot of high profile action in the game. It's, I will say it gets hype, but there's just a bunch of gray area in there.
Yeah, it gets hype,
The
but
matches.
it takes forever, bro.
It takes forever. I stand by the opinion that once we get a new Marvel vs. Capcom game, this game is tossed under the rug. And
Guaranteed.
It has never seen it.
Guaranteed, all the fighting game people that are there just for the fighting game are gonna move on.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because the only reason people are playing fighters, if in terms of people who are prominently a Marvel guy, is because it plays like Marvel 3, Marvel 2. It has assists. It's 3v3. It's fun. It features iconic characters from your childhood. It's nuts. It's insane. Like,
It has
Fighters-
basically everything but advancing guard. Oof.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fighters wouldn't be doing so well if it wasn't like, if it didn't have like such a high profile franchise that was essentially, that is just as iconic as Marvel, arguably,
Yeah.
and as Capcom. And it's just, it's nuts to see like people playing another game because it's plays so similar to another. Like, I mean, it's not that insane, but I mean, it's just people want to play Marvel, so they're playing a quote unquote Marvel.
They definitely got some Smash people to play, and I hope Leffen does it. Do we know if Leffen's actually gonna come back and play Fighters again?
I think Leffen dropped Fighters.
I think Leffen's dropped
Like
Fighters,
when
but
Ultimate came out, he dropped Fighters.
Yeah, he's playing Ultimate now. Leffen's playing
Understandable.
Ultimate. But even so, we still got a lot of good competition when it comes to it. As we've mentioned before, Sonic Fox is there. We have immense, we have a bunch of great Japanese talent, which is another thing that Fighters has over Dragon Ball, or not what? Fighters has over Marvel is you can get like the more eastern like side of the FGC to play. Like,
Oh yeah.
usually
Yeah.
Japan or like Asian countries don't care about Marvel. They don't care about like Marvel and all that stuff. But
Mortal Kombat's too
Fight-
brutal.
but Fighters is like a really like solid. Fighters is like, it's based off like a high profile Japanese IP, and it plays like, it's a fighting game. It's a traditional fighting game. It plays like Marvel. It gets a lot of people into that franchise, and it's really, really good.
You think Grand Blue will do the same?
No, I don't think so.
Well, at least
Um,
not as the same, not to the same level of success as Fighters.
No, I don't think so at all.
If they get 1,000,
Um,
it's pure luck.
Yeah, I don't.
If they're even going to be on,
I don't
main
think
stage.
Grand Blue will be an Evo next year, but that's besides the point. Yeah, well, in terms of competition for Fighters, we have people like Goichi. He's probably going to be their Kazunoko. Does Dogura play Fighters? I think he does. I think Dogura plays Fighters. A bunch of people from Korea. A bunch of talent from Europe, UK. And also just a bunch of talent from the US, like there's Cloud 805, Sonic Fox, as we've mentioned earlier. I'm struggling to think of US top players in Fighters because none of them win.
Hooking. I'm kidding.
Oh, Hooking God, he's a top player. Who's that one guy who's sponsored by Echo Fox?